Welcome back to the channel, everyone. As you can see, today we're doing some more work on the BX mower deck. I did a previous video on just pulling the blades off, sharpening them, getting the underside cleaned up. After going through the maintenance records, I saw that we're due for changing the oil in the gearbox, so that's what we're going to do today. I used a couple 4-foot nylon straps just to go around where the anti-scalp wheels mount up, pick it up here. You can see here's the this bolt here is the drain. This is the fill level, and this is the fill port. So we'll get something underneath that bolt, get it out and start draining the gear oil. Ideally, I would drain this oil after using the mower when the oil's hot, make it drain a little easier. It's only 40, 42 degrees today, so it's going to be a little slow draining, but I didn't want to put the deck on and just let it run and just pull it back off to do this. So we'll get it drained out. It'll just take a little while. I have drained the oil on this once before. I'd have to go back and look at the record to see exactly when, somewhere probably between 50 and 100 hours on the deck. I don't track hours on the deck itself. I just track overall tractor engine hours. So even now it's a guess as to whether it's actually due, but it is close. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of it. Okay, I'm set up here. As you can see, I just have a little can set on top of a stool, and then this piece of plastic that I use for different things just to direct the oil into the can. I'm gonna pull both plugs, the fill level plug and the drain plug. They're both right there. So the downside to doing it this way is I'm not gonna have a good vent. I don't want to pull the fill plug out here because it's going to be with oil behind it also. So it's probably going to drain extremely slow, but as you can see, this is going to take a while. But once it's drained, we'll take a look at the oil, see what kind of condition it's in. Looking at it right here, it looks pretty clean, but we'll see once it's all out. All right, we readjusted our drain can here, and at the risk of making a mess, we're going to pull the fill plug also and see if we can't speed this up a little bit. There we go, that should help out some. Good oil flowing from all 3 holes now. I don't know if you can see on this one a little bit better. That oil does look, it looks pretty clean. I would say we probably didn't need to change it quite yet, but it's too late now. Okay, we let it drain for a while. Pretty much everything seems to be out. We're gonna go ahead and just wipe it off real quick and then put the plugs back in temporarily, at least, just to get it laid down. Once we get it laid down, we'll pull them back out and wipe everything off good. Just get any of this residual oil off of here. Okay, we'll get it laid down. Okay, we took the drain plug, this one right here, and the level fill plug back out. I got everything wiped down clean. I'm just tightening the drain plug back up now. Okay, we got that tight. We'll get oil and we'll get it filled up. I'm just gonna run standard 90 weight gear oil in it. Trying to do this without blocking the camera. The oil that came out of this actually looked very good. I tried to record it, but without shining a light right on it, you couldn't see anything, and then shining a light on it, you didn't really get a good picture. So just have to take my word for it. The oil that came out looked really good. So I'll check and see if I have about 300 hours on this, which is what I'm guessing, then I will probably extend this to about approximately 500 hours for the next drain and refill. I'm sure this is one of those maintenance items that there's plenty of people that probably don't do, but it's pretty simple. It's not hard to do, so I just like to take care of it. All right, there we go. Got some coming out. When I get the motor deck on, I will run this some and then recheck that, make sure I don't have too much in there. Okay, we'll get the fill plug back in here, and then we'll check the breather, make sure it's clear, and that should wrap this up. Okay. All right, the drain plug and the fill plug here, those are 12 millimeter, and then the breather here is 11 millimeter. Just in case anybody wondered. I just like to check this just to make sure that there's nothing blocking it. It's easy to do as opposed to having a seal blow out and need changed. All right, you can get air through it, so it's good. Okay, that's it. Got new gear oil in there, get the breather checked. Everything looks good, ready to go. It used about a half a quart, maybe not quite a half a quart of gear oil. I did not look in the book ahead of time to see what it took, so it was close to half a quart. Next step will be getting this mounted up on the tractor. I'll probably put a little more grease in just to make sure it's good. I did grease it back when I sharpened the blades and everything, but I'll probably just put a couple pumps of grease in each zerk just to make sure. We'll get it on the tractor and do a test run, and we'll be ready for cutting grass here in no time. That's all for changing the oil on the BX mower deck. If you have a way to pick the deck up like we did, it's a pretty easy, pretty straightforward and mess-free process. Doesn't really take very long. It'd be a little more difficult with it laying down on the wheels just to catch the oils it drains, but picking it up is pretty easy. Hope everyone enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like, the subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.